It's 2 o'clock here, and we've got Daisy the Great live in the Volume.com studio. We're live on Volume.com/lightning100. Yes, we're about to have some fun. Laughing is always a good sign of that. Well, it's a beautiful day out there, and you're getting near the end of your tour, which is, does it feel like light at the end of the tunnel? Been out a bunch.
I don't know. I know. I feel like the end came up fast, I think.
I was feeling like really like burnt out for like a day, and I was like, okay, like it's probably good that it's ending. And now when today like Matt turned to me and was like, there's 3 shows left, I was like, no.
I know.
Like, so
the end really snuck up on us.
Let's do a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
The end really snuck up on us too. It was last night, Daisy the Great at the end here in Nashville, which I believe was the first place the White Stripes ever played.
Okay. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and no one was at the show. They say that if you say you were there, you're lying because no one was there. Yeah, but that's okay. So we're lucky to have you here today, Daisy the Great, in our studios. And we are on Volume.com, so that's Lightning 100. We got the video camera up, so if you want to see what our tiny studio looks like, appreciate Delaney running the cameras today for us. And we are going to get an incredible performance. I mean, your live show usually is not like this.
Right. This is 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really stripped down.
You also get a little, I mean, I don't know, it's punk rock, or I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, you like to take it to 11.
Yeah.
It goes punky, yeah.
Okay. It's pretty wild. So this is stripped down acoustic, and really going to get to hear the harmonies, which I think are just a wonderful part of Daisy the Great. What would you like to play for us first today?
We're going to play a stripped down.
You guys can say it in unison.
We're going to play
in harmony.
We're going to play a stripped down version of our song. Oh, damn.
Why would you say our song?
Is Simon.
It's called Aluminum. And also this version is on our deluxe album.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hidden, but we actually have this like acoustic stripped version of it out.
Nice. All right. This is Daisy the Great live on Lightning 100.
I've got sand in my mouth. I don't know what to speak about, whether it's generational or personal misery. I'm making plans for the past, so I'm losing touch fast. I'm so callow, following a shadow of what I'm supposed to be. I'm getting all wrapped up in aluminum, and if I melt, then pour me into the radio, into my shell, into my shell. I've got bags in my eyes filled with dreams I let die. Now I guess I'll just sit alone and check my phone till it breaks. All I want is somebody to say I'm somebody. All I want is somebody to hold me when I wake. I'm getting all wrapped up in aluminum, and if I melt, then pour me into the radio, into my shell, into my shell. I'm all wrapped up in aluminum, and if I melt, then pour me into the radio, into my shell, into my shell. I'm stuck in my apartment, I'm turning into my songs. We're naked in the garden, trying to get back to our bones. I wanna be a giant, I want a story to yell, make use of all this crying, make something out of myself. I'm stuck in my apartment, I'm turning into my songs. We're naked in the garden, trying to get back to our bones. I wanna if I melt, then pour me into the radio, into my shell, into my shell. I'm all wrapped up in aluminum, and if I melt, then pour me into the radio, into my shell, into my shell.
Lightning 100 live here in the Volume.com studio. That is Daisy the Great. We are on Volume.com/Lightning 100. They're still here in Nashville. It was last night. They were headlining out at the end. They are getting near the end of their tour. I think 3 shows left on this one. Heading to Philly next. So this is a day off, and tomorrow's a day off.
Yeah.
And so you're working on your day off. You're coming in here, but have you done anything here in Nashville? Have you been anywhere?
Yeah, we always go. Well, we went to Fanny's, which I'm wearing the Fanny's shirt right now.
Yes, that's great.
We love Fanny's. Every time we come to Nashville, we go to Fanny's.
That's awesome.
And shout out Ellen at Fanny's.
Okay, that is the best. Okay, so and you also, I saw you played Shaky Knees Fest over the weekend.
Yeah.
So was that pretty fun?
It was so fun. It was so fun. We actually drove. We drove from New Orleans. So we played in New Orleans the night before Shaky Knees, and the show was like the latest show we played. We started at 10:30 and we ended at
1.
Well, we didn't finish playing at 1, but we finished playing at midnight, and then we left at 1. And we had to drive overnight because load-in at Shaky Knees was 9:30 in the morning, and it's a 7-hour drive, and
Oh
there
my
was like
God.
we
We
lost
lost
an
the
hour,
hour.
so we were like, all right, let's go, and like we were just like. Monty and was like just like pounding Red Bulls, and we honestly though, like it could have gone 2 ways. We could have been like very sleepy, or we could have been very loopy, and we ended up being really loopy and like goofy, and it was like one of my favorite shows we played on the tour. There were like so many technical difficulties, and like we had to change the set like a ton, and like didn't use any like tracks or anything. Like, everything was just like everything could have gone horribly wrong, but like it did go horribly wrong, but it was so fun, and like I think it still sounded really good and fun.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's awesome. Okay, so what I'm taking from this is that there was not a lot of sleeping on the ride overnight.
Yeah, there was no sleep.
Yeah, because of the situation on the bus. So how are you passing the time? Is there any group activities happening, or is everyone in their
play
own?
a game.
Yeah, we play a game.
We play games. One game we play is this game where I'm sure you've played it when you were like, I don't know, 3 or something, but it's a game where you tell a story, but everybody says one word of the story. So it's actually a group building exercise for like actors, I think.
Okay.
But
We went to acting school.
Well,
so that's why we
that goes back to the beginnings, right?
But we'll be like, once upon a time, there was a rock, and he was. But everybody, it's hard because like when you're doing it we have 8 people in our van, and when we're doing it, like sometimes someone's like kind of spaced out, and they just like say something like, "But," and then we're like, okay, well that doesn't really fit the.
Monty like will not say "oh" no matter what. Like we go like, and then he went to the, and then Monty will be like "oh," and then we're like, "oh,
Wow.
what's that?"
It's so sick.
He always speaks under his breath
Yeah.
from like the back seat, and so everybody's like, "What?
Yeah,
What did he
He's like,
say?"
and it's always "oh."
I feel like we need to add the next level to the game and give Monty like a list of words
Yeah.
that they have to use.
Well, one time he like waited a really long time to say his word, and then he was like, "Suddenly."
It was awesome.
Yeah.
We haven't played it on this tour yet, but usually on tour we play card games.
Yeah.
What's the game we play, Nard?
Oh, there's a game called Whiskey Poker, but we play the Mexican variant, which is called La Viuda, and it's very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also play.
I learned poker hands for that.
Yeah.
Wow,
We
that's
also-
great.
We also play the game Guess What I'm Thinking of, which like
That's
You have to
Sometimes.
ask yes or no questions.
Yeah, but we make them kind of weird sometimes. Like we had our old guitarist made up when we played this on our very first tour ever, made up a lot of really weird ones. Like it was the one that we had to guess was the last battle of the war on bugs, and we were like,
That's not
how can you have chosen that? Like I picked like spoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now that
It took
he's
like
not with
3
us,
hours. Sometimes we still big spoon
yeah.
now.
Usually it's something like straw or like yellow car.
Just like normal questions,
But
like
Matt-
is it bigger
yeah.
than like a cat? Like, can you hold it? And
But Matt will also do stuff that's like what did Matt do? Matt did something that was like a feeling or something. It was like, it wasn't like conscience, but it was like something like that was like really hard to
Mati
get.
was funny. Mati did the like lines on the road, the like painted lines on the road.
Yeah.
And we were like, is it paint? And he was like, and we were like, is it spray paint? And he was like, it's sprayed paint. And we were like, what?
Oh my goodness.
We were like, is
He
it
actually
edible?
said no. We were said, is it spray paint? And he said no. And then later we were like, that's spray paint. He was like, no, that's sprayed paint. And we were like, what?
We were like, can you eat it? And he was like, it wouldn't hurt you
yeah.
if you eat a little bit.
We're like, yes, it would. You
would
can't
hurt
eat paint. You can't eat the paint that goes on the road specifically. That's hardcore.
We've got Daisy the Great here at the Volume.com studio. They've been out touring in support of All You Need Is Time, as we are happy to have them here still in Nashville. Last night they were out at the End, and they are truly near the end of their tour. Got a few dates left. Heading to the Northeast Forum and heading back home. So yeah, you mentioned you went to acting school, and I was wondering, is that like, or 'cause you have some pretty cool music videos for like your song Time Machine. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty fun. And like, did you get to use some of the skills from acting school in the video?
we definitely like to be very involved in a lot of the music videos, and I think we're pulled in a lot of like creative directions in general, and like we both love acting, we love art, we love like being really able to connect the audio things to the visual materials that go along with it. A lot of the time we like direct our music videos, and generally have a really large part of creating them. So
Yeah, I think having just a background in performing in general and storytelling like really informed like Daisy the Great as a whole, and like how we perform and how we write. It's like it's intertwined in everything.
Yeah.
We are very meticulous about story.
What's going on.
Yeah, about what's going on.
I think that's great though, because
thank you.
it's a fun, and it's like, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it. I mean, and that's, you know.
thank you.
So, Daisy the Great hanging out with us here. So, as you mentioned, on the deluxe version of your record, you have that acoustic version of Aluminum. And is there something happening maybe this Friday that we can talk about?
There is. So this Friday we are putting out Glitter 2, which is a new version of our song Glitter from our record. And it's kind of like
It's like
it's like
emo
the sleepy
version.
version of it. Yeah. We were talking about Glitter, the song itself having kind of two sides, and the version that's on the record follows the more like chaos side. It's about like being awake all night and like what that means. And so the song on the record feels really chaotic and like hyper and messy. And then this version of it is sticking more to like the feeling of loneliness, or like the feeling of, I don't know, what
It's like
it
diving
really,
into the sadness.
yeah,
of
what
it.
it's really like to like actually be awake for the whole night when you don't want to be. Like,
Not so great.
yeah,
We have Daisy the Great.
It's the crash.
yeah, it's the crash song.
We're live. If you want to take a look, it's at volume.com/lightning100. And this is Daisy the Great with Glitter.
I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I've been up all night. I've been up all night. It's just dirt on the kitchen floor, cold as an icebox. Fingernails tapping to the radiator home. Yell out loud at an old bowl cereal. I'll clean up if anyone will come. Tuck down all the paintings hung up on the wall. My room is so much better off if I don't get involved. I neglected my plans to prove I would. Should've let the sun in, would've done the scud. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I've been up all night. I've been up all night. I paint my face with glitter just rotten to the core. Such a bore, such a wannabe. Dressing for the thrill, like a pill, it's an armor. Guess I'm not a threat. Guess I'm not a threat. Nighttime lunatic, the milk is turning sour, but I'd rather go dancing with a woman in the mirror. There's a ringing in my ears. I paint my face with glitter and light. I've been up all night. I've been up all night. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I've been up all night. I've been up all night. Dust off my piano keys and I play a lullaby. Put myself to sleep in the morning light. I paint my face with glitter in the morning. I play a lullaby. I've been up all night. Put myself to sleep. I've been up all night. In the morning light. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light. I paint my face with glitter in the morning light.
Lightning 100 with a beautiful version live here in the volume.com studio of Glitter by Daisy the Great. They're online at daisythegreat.com.